Hello friends, it's Don, and today I want to give you 11 questions to ask your boss. So if you just started a new job or maybe you're just not connecting with your manager, I want to give you 11 great questions to ask your boss to show that your aim is to make a positive impact and become a valuable team member. I mean, you see, questions build focus. And when you ask your boss questions, it shows her that you're on board with the company vision and that you want to be the best you can be. And the only way to be the best is to understand what is expected of you. So let's focus on communication and ask your boss the right questions. Trust me, it's better to ask these questions now than to face palm your head later. As I go through these, I'm not suggesting that you ask all of these questions. Pick one or two that resonate with you, and that will help you build a stronger rapport, better communication with your boss. So number one, what's our top priority? Always know what takes precedence. For example, if your boss tells you the weekly report is more important than restocking the break room, you'll know where to focus your energy. And this helps you budget your time and save your best work for the most important projects. Okay? Number two, how do you prefer to communicate and how often? Now, is your boss a texter, an emailer, face-to-face communicator? Find out their preferred method or frequency of communication. If they love quick morning check-ins, you'll come prepared with updates and questions every day. All right, number three, how will we gauge my success in 3, 6, or 12 months? You see, you want to understand the metrics of your success, like hitting specific sales targets or launching a new project. This way, you'll know what goals to aim for and how to celebrate your achievements with confidence. Okay, number four, what are my strengths? Learn what your boss values in your work. If they love your creative problem solving, find ways to showcase that skill in your daily tasks. Okay, let's move on here to number five. What areas do I need to develop to advance my career? You see, you want to show your manager that you're proactive by asking for specific feedback. I mean, you might think that you need to improve your Excel skills, but your boss might value your networking abilities a lot more. Okay? Number six, what does my career path look like at this company? You want to demonstrate your commitment to the company, but be careful not to appear as if you're constantly looking elsewhere. I mean, if your boss sees your potential as a future leader, work towards that path with enthusiasm and have them even aid you in mapping out that path. All right, let's move on here to number seven. Let me see if I understand this correctly. Am I missing anything? You see, after your boss explains a task, summarize what you've heard to make sure that you've got all the details. This way you won't be scrambling to fix something at the last minute, and you can show them that you're a good listener and that you want to take in all the information so that you can execute with precision. Okay, number eight, what can I do to help you? Offer a helping hand to your boss, but make sure that you've completed your assigned tasks first. You see, your boss will appreciate your initiative and your willingness to go the extra mile. And the people who go the extra mile, those are the best people. The people who don't ask those questions, who don't want to do any extra work, those are the C players. Those are the people who really don't want to be there. You almost might consider them the quiet quitters, where they just kind of want to do the least amount that they possibly can. Not that they're going to quit, just that they just want to do the least, probably because they're just not as excited and engaged to be doing what they do. Okay, let's move on to number 9. I'm working on X, Y, and Z. Do you think I can handle this task? You see, ask before committing to a new task. Your boss can help you prioritize your workload so that you won't be buried under a mountain of to-dos, because if you already have too many things stacked on your plate, you want to make sure that your boss can recognize your workload and see if it's possible for you to take on something else without overdoing it, because nobody wants to burn you out. All right? Number 10, what resources are available for my professional development? You want to show your boss that you're eager to grow by asking about training programs or workshops. That's going above and beyond. And this demonstrates your commitment to becoming the best version of yourself. And when you're the best version of yourself, I mean, everything's great. You're loving life and everybody's loving you. All right, let's move on to the next one here. How can I best contribute to the team? You want to understand your role in the team dynamic. I mean, maybe you're the team cheerleader or the person who can rally everyone to meet the deadlines. So play to your strengths and make the workplace an even better place to be. Now remember, communication is key, and you don't want to be afraid to ask for guidance. And remember, like I said in the beginning, don't go in and ask your boss all of these questions. Don't say, hey, can you have a few minutes here? I want to sit down, and then go bam, 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 bam. I mean, maybe you ask, one or two, and then, maybe after you work through some of those areas, maybe, in a couple of weeks, you ask a couple more. And then maybe a couple of more. And, feel around until you develop that connection and that rapport with your boss. And this is going to help you literally become the best type of person that you can be at this job. And you might be saying, hey, Don, I hate my job. I don't want to be there. Then leave. Or you can try to make the best of it. I mean, maybe you're in an environment where you're working with some people, and maybe you like doing the work, but you're not happy with the people. And usually if you're not happy with the people, it's usually because of the beliefs that are surrounding you and them. So working through some of these hurdles might kind of bridge that gap a little bit, and then you might realize that, hey, these people aren't all that bad. There's just some misunderstandings there. But if you really don't enjoy the type of work that you're doing, and maybe you like the people, that gets a little bit more challenging, because I feel that we need that inspiration every day. I think we really need to love what we do in order to be the best at it. I mean, that's not true for everybody. I mean, I've worked jobs before where, my heart wasn't in it. But I'll tell you, in those jobs, I didn't last more than a year or two. Couldn't do it. I did it for a while. I did it for a paycheck. I did it as enthusiastically as I could. I didn't slack. I mean, I gave them my best, but maybe not 100% of my best. But, I worked it. But the thing is, I wasn't happy there. I didn't like doing the work. Like the people, didn't like doing the work. So then I'd move on. And I tried to find a place where I enjoy the work and the people, and then that's what really allows you to become the best version of yourself. All right, my friend, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you found it helpful, please leave me a comment below, give the video a thumbs up. And if you've asked any of these questions, with your boss, or maybe you want to share some of the struggles that you've had with your boss, or maybe you asked some of these questions and they told you to shut up. I don't know. Share it down below. I'd love to hear it. And if you want to get notified every time I release a new video, subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.